Scale, weight loss, and wellness. I'm your host, Coach Monica. I'm joined today by Coach Darcy, and we are here to guide you through the ins and outs of a lifestyle that's transformed not just our lives, but the lives of countless women navigating the waves of perimenopause and menopause. Whether you're here to shed weight, understand your body better, or simply find a community that gets it, you're in the right place. So sit back and enjoy the next few minutes as we tackle the hot issues of today. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy New Year's
New
Eve.
Year. Happy New Year. Oh, what are you guys doing tonight?
Oh, we're just gonna make food and eat.
Yeah? Are you having people over or?
Yeah, we're gonna have some people over.
I don't have
And
people.
yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah. Well, we did it the other day and it
We
was a
did.
blast.
It
We
was.
had an amazing Christmas with our family. I always forget how much I love them until we don't see them. Our brother made the funniest comment. I don't know if you were down there, but he made the funniest comment. He's like, "Man, I wish my wife was here because then she'd understand why I am the way I am."
It's so true. He did post
Oh,
that
sorry,
on the
Jody.
group text. We are special.
We are special. There's just nothing like us, you know?
No,
What we are who we are.
we
So
are,
we had a good
and
Christmas,
embrace it.
holiday season, and now it is time to kick off a new year. So
Yeah, Happy New
I
Year.
just finished my last client of the year. I didn't realize the
What?
significance of it until we hung up. I got all emotional because it was one of my it
End
was
of
just like
2024.
it just ended my year because my passion is seeing people free of food addiction.
Yeah.
And it was a food addiction client,
Aw.
and we are just really just enjoying the process of watching people being free from food addiction. And
Yeah.
so,
That's
yeah.
exciting.
Yeah. Are you done for the day? This is
No,
your busy day, right?
it's my busy day.
Woo. Yeah,
Yeah.
do you have people to make your calendar? Like, because you need people to mark off New
I
Year's Eve.
No, I don't need New Year's Eve off.
No.
Who needs It's not like, I mean, Mark can do all the cooking and stuff. That's fine.
What are you having tonight?
I think he's gonna smoke some chicken.
Ooh.
And my friends love peppers and
Mm-hmm.
mushroom sauteed together with
Oh.
onions. They
Are you
like
sure I
that.
wasn't invited to this party?
You're invited. I say you're always invited.
Uh,
Even if you show up at my front door, I'll be like,
I'm
"Oh,
here.
well,
I'm
come
here.
on in."
Clark will let me in.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
So, yeah, today is our last show of the year.
Oh,
I
look how hard
know.
we worked.
We worked really hard. We launched a podcast this year.
Yeah,
That was fun. We did, what did we say? 56 sessions.
yeah,
Which, yeah, that's pretty good for a brand new podcast. And
I think so.
we had a lot of downloads. I don't know what's good for a new podcast, but
I don't
it
either.
was a lot for me. And,
We just show up.
we show up and we just do the things. And yeah. So we had a really good year. We launched our food addiction treatment center.
Mhm.
It was a big deal. We had a really great meeting last night in our
Yes.
12-step program.
Yep.
Really awesome. Um, Monica said she hasn't decided what pajamas she's wearing. Me too.
9 p.m.
And I think
celebration.
we're gonna replay the ball drop from last year because you can find it on YouTube. You could play it about 9:00, and nobody will know the difference.
Nobody will know.
It's getting really bad. I work too much. I work a lot, and
You
so
do.
it's
You really do.
justifiably tired. But yeah.
Yep.
So this year we launched our new treatment center, food addiction treatment center. That was fun.
Yeah.
We became accredited.
Yes.
We did a lot this year,
Yeah.
man.
For carnivore and keto.
Yeah, we became
Yeah.
certified in
And
those things.
you became certified fasting like a girl, like so
Oh,
fasting.
I forgot about that
You remember
one.
that?
Fasting
Remember
like
that?
a girl, Dr. Mindy. We're
Yeah.
certified flag coaches.
Yeah.
We've got all the tools,
Yes, we do.
and we used all the tools.
Yes, we do.
I got
Things
a
we
little
do and did.
teary-eyed. A little teary-eyed. One of our clients posted her year. She was a year client of mine. And by the way, there's
Oh,
one position open. I think both Darcy and I have one position open. We only take 5
yeah,
year clients a year because
yeah,
there's a lot of work. It's intense.
yeah. I
Um,
like that some of my clients kind of ease into a year client because I've
they
noticed some of
do.
my clients, I'm like, "I've had you for a
Yeah.
year."
Yeah. If
Or
they would
maybe a little
sign up
longer.
if they would sign up for the year program, they'd get all the perks. They'd get all
Yeah,
the extra programs that go
yeah.
along with it. Did you tell them that?
I
You know?
no.
But I got all teary-eyed because our Stephanie posted on
Yes,
our Facebook page her
I
before and after picture,
know.
and she is a if I could create molds for clients, she'd be one of them because she just does
Yeah,
the things.
yeah,
She doesn't complain. I think if I told her to stand on her head, she'd lose 5 pounds, she'd do it.
yep,
She just does it. She does what we say. She doesn't panic when the scale doesn't go down. She doesn't freak out. She just does it. And she's lost, what was it, 80? Was it 85? I forget how many, but her before and
yeah,
after pictures.
yeah.
And if you look at that picture, when you find it, if you look at it, her back is on the window, like her back, on both pictures, on her before and after picture. I don't know if she planned it or
I
not.
didn't notice that.
Oh, go look at it. It's hilarious because her stomach was like towards the doorknob and now it's like way back. So it's a measurement of how many
On the
inches she's
door.
lost too. I don't know if she planned it that way or
I
not,
don't
but my
know.
gosh. Oh, it was an
I'm gonna
incredible
see
year.
if I can
God
find it.
was good to us. Our clients are thriving.
Yeah,
We're going to launch some new programs next year. And it's time to talk about it because we have our opinions about the GLP-1 medications and we have a lot of fears about this shot because of what we've been through as people who are our own client. We are living proof of what we teach,
yeah,
and what is extremely hard is keeping the weight off. And so when we see these people losing weight very quickly, we're cheering for them because we know how it felt to lose the weight, to get into better, to get into tiny clothes. It's exciting. It's absolutely exciting.
yeah,
But the fear of it is the food addiction not being healed and the weight raging back.
yeah,
And it is just heartbreaking to know what their journey is ahead if they don't get their food addiction under control and if they don't change their lifestyle. So we're going to launch a new program, because I could sit here as the CEO of this company. I could sit here and I could get mad, right? I could get mad at big
yeah,
pharma.
yeah.
I could rant and rave against the GLP-1 shots, and I could call them shortcuts. I could do all those things and I could throw a really good tantrum. I'm good at that. Or I could roll my sleeves up and say, let's walk alongside of these people so they keep the weight off.
Right.
Let's join them in their journey and say, listen, you don't have to gain the weight back. So we are launching a GLP-1 Harmony program that will go along with the GLP-1 shot. And will help you keep the weight off. So we're gonna announce that in January, as
Well, you
as
just
we
did.
as we cross the T's, dot the I's. There's some things I want to do to the program because
Yep.
I'm tired of weight regain. I'm tired of diet
Yeah,
circles. It's
yeah,
so frustrating and it's so sad to watch. And so we're going to fight that. We're going to join them in the fight, and we are going to personally not recommend that you take the shot because of
right.
the evil side effects. They're haunting, and we don't know the full effects of the side effects. Now we're seeing blindness. We're seeing all of these things, and so we can't come out and say yay, but we can come alongside and say you don't have to gain the weight back,
Yeah.
and here's how you do it. So
It makes this is a random thought because we always like random thoughts on live calls like
uh-huh,
this.
we
But
do.
the amount of, how many of these people that are getting the side effects are abusing the system,
Uh-huh, yeah, so
Like
true.
because we are a people that have been
Yeah,
created based on convenience,
yeah,
and I want it now,
yep,
and maybe if
fast
I
food.
have more, then it's gonna get off faster.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there is always a negative to, these
Yeah,
things. There's a negative that we see side effects,
yeah,
obviously, that genetically, you
yes,
may not be able to tolerate it naturally.
right,
But then there's like, how many people are actually abusing this?
exactly. It's like us watching a train wreck. that, the train barreling down the tracks, and the people so excited that they're going to lose weight, and they're going to finally be skinny, and they're finally going to feel good about themselves. And we see this train coming right at them because we
Mhm.
know exactly what's going to happen to them on the other side of those
Yeah.
tracks. And we're trying everything in our power to say, hey, you can do it. There's a natural way to get this weight off of your body. It's going to take grit. It's going to take hard work. But folks, it is going to take grit and hard work, whether you're on the shot or not,
Yeah.
because the minute you stop that shot, that weight comes back 5 pounds a week. And all of that money that you've spent, all of the investment, all of the throwing up that you did, all of those side effects that you've done are for nothing.
Right.
Because, and here's the political side of things. This isn't our topic today, but the political side of things is tirzepatide and Ozempic have been taken off the FDA shortage list, which means your affordable shots that you're getting because of the compound are going to be illegal. Guess what? That forces you to have to go to tirzepatide and these name brand that are $1,800 a month.
Wow.
It
That's a
is,
lot.
it's political and it's planned.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They get you addicted to the shot. They get you feeling good about yourself. They get you dependent on it. And then they up the price. They don't even have to up the price. They just take away your compound.
You know
So
what happens with addiction, though? You're willing to pay, I don't know, up the wazoo,
for your drug,
anything for your drug. So,
Yeah,
but let's
that's
talk
sad.
about the natural way that we just, you say the natural way of losing
Yeah.
weight. We're throwing together a 30-day
Yeah.
world challenge with a natural way to lose the weight,
Natural. Mm-hmm.
natural GLP-1, and which that would be our world. What I forget what it is. World
Well,
carnivore.
we didn't create World
No, we
Carnivore
didn't.
Month, but
No,
somebody did, and
somebody did.
we're getting in the train. We are going to
Yeah,
drive
we're
the
jumping on.
train. Yeah, we're not going to stop the train. We're going to drive the train because
Yeah,
I can tell you this. I can tell you. I told you before. I tried the GLP-1. I know what it means when they say the food noise goes
yeah,
away. I did. We always try to step into carnivore. You've been there, but you had to cleanse yourself from the holidays. But I stepped into carnivore yesterday, and I'm telling you, the impact of carnivore, the feeling of no food noise, doubles what
yeah,
that shot does.
yeah.
I couldn't eat yesterday,
Right.
because I was so satisfied and so full. So we've got the natural right here. And you don't have to stay carnivore. That's the thing. A lot of
Yeah,
people freak out. Well, I can't eat. I'm going to be bored. You don't have to stay that way.
right. They
Um,
suggest 90 days.
yeah,
It's
wholeheartedly.
especially if you have issues with chronic inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
If you're wanting to, delve deeper into why your body does what it does,
Yeah,
that is the benefit of at least going carnivore for 90
yeah,
days so that your body cleanses all that stuff
totally.
out, right? Um, but and that's kind of what I did, but then when I got to 90 days, I kept going.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm on, like, day
Mm-hmm.
129.
Yeah,
Yesterday, I said it was 25, but I misread my own handwriting, but I'm on 129
yeah.
of dairy-free. Majority through this past few weeks, have been carnivore. I've added,
Mm-hmm.
like, a couple things that were not carnivore,
Mm-hmm.
but it was keto. Um, and Amanda, you feel it.
You
You
do.
feel all that stuff come back with
Oh,
your skin.
I messaged
Um,
you the day after our Christmas. I'm like, I can't get my rings off today. We were
no,
keto. Couldn't get my
it's
rings off.
it's ridiculous, but,
Yeah.
that is why, we would encourage the 90-day, but
Yeah.
after the 90 days, then you can, venture off into, like,
Yeah.
ketovore or keto,
Yeah.
or sometimes people even do paleo. That's not my
Yeah.
favorite, but
No,
yeah,
not for inflammation. It's
no.
not. But yeah, that is the benefit. So I was reading this morning in my addictions. I was working with a client, and one of the titles of this was "Nothing changes if nothing changes."
Mm.
If you want your life to get better, you will have to make some changes. We are in a society, and I think it is Gen X. I saw a study yesterday that 37% of Gen X wants to be on the shot. That's my generation. I don't know what
Ooh.
are you a millennial? Are you
I'm a
Gen X?
millennial. I'm kind of a proud millennial.
Yeah, Gen X is a little screwed up.
Yeah, you
Gen
guys
X wants
are.
everything fast. And they want shortcuts. They want to be given free things. That's Gen X, right?
Mm,
And They don't wanna make changes. They just want everything to land in their lap. They want it to be easy. They want it to be convenient. We're the generation that took our kids to McDonald's through their drive-through every day. We're the ones that are poisoning our kids, right? Our
But
poor
also
kids.
you guys put, plastic or bubble wrap around them too.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, we didn't want them to get hurt, right,
No.
yeah. But that is the thing of my generation. We don't want to make changes. You and I had to make changes.
Yes.
I lost 130 pounds, you lost 70 pounds. We had to do hard grit work. That's what it's going to take. And even if you take the shot, you're gonna have to have the hard grit work, or that's coming back. It is
Yeah.
coming back 5 pounds a week, y'all. There is nothing that we can do in life that does not require changes and grit. And so you've got to decide, do you want to do it the hard way? Do you want to do it the easy way? What do you want to do? Right? The easy way comes with a lot of consequences. And the easy way actually is a lot harder at the end because in the thing, I'm watching these semaglutide uh, groups, and I'm watching these people give their clothes away. And the same people, the two big clothes, they're giving them away. They're so excited that their bodies are shrinking. Their necks are looking like turkey lurkeys, because of the Ozempic face. They're
Faces.
looking really, really ragged, right? But
Yes.
they're selling their clothes. They're getting rid of their clothes. They're going to need those clothes back
Yeah.
the minute they stop the shot. So you're not going to hear us cheering for the shot, but you are going to hear empathy coming from us. And so
Yeah.
stay tuned for January when, if you are on the shot, please don't do this without the program. Please don't do this without changing your lifestyle. If
Yeah.
nothing changes, nothing changes. A great way to do this, a great way to say, you know what, I gotta rip the Band-Aid off. There's two types of people out there. There's the easy folks, and there's the ease in folks, and then there's the rip the Band-Aid folks off. Like,
Yeah.
just get the sugar addiction away from me. Just heal my body. Just please strip me of everything. Take the Band-Aid off, rip the Band-Aid off. That is who we're talking to now. Okay. Because the Carnivore Challenge, we're going into World Carnivore Week. By the way, if you are in the comments, you are seeing something right now that not a lot of people have seen. We are bringing this back. You have
Ooh.
till the end of the show to grab the coupon to get $10 off. Okay.
Yeah.
You're the only ones to get this. All right. Happened one time when we launched it. It's going to close out after the end of the show. So if you're watching live, you've got a chance right now to go grab that coupon and the link. If you are watching in the show, please look at the comments. We're going to rip the Band-Aid off starting tomorrow. We're ripping the Band-Aid off, and we are ultimately detoxing our body.
Yeah.
I see you waving, Darcy.
I was waving at Monica.
Oh, me?
She's leaving. No, Monica
Oh,
Collier.
oh.
I was waving.
Hi.
Bye.
Oh my gosh. So you got a chance to rip the Band-Aid off. This is the ultimate detox. This is, in fact, doctors are flipping out over this World Carnivore Month because they're drug pushers. Most of them are drug pushers, and they're losing their patience because
Ah.
when you go carnivore, you take everything out of your body. You detox, you get rid of the sugar cravings. I put all of my addictions clients on this for 21 days. We go to an addiction menu, and it's this, right? There's
Yeah.
some veg in there, but it's this. We are stripping you of everything. We are going to realign your neurons in your brain to reconnect so that you can get a natural dopamine high again without the sugar and without the crash. This is the ultimate detox. Now, is everybody going to stay carnivore at the end of those 30 days?
Probably not.
Probably not.
You know why I know that?
Why?
Because the first time we did this, I had Mark do this, and he is like, "I'm not doing this again."
Yeah.
Although, to
Although
be fair,
mine is, yeah, he's thinking about it.
he's majority
Yeah, my
carnivore.
husband turned down green beans last night.
What?
I don't know. But yeah, you don't have to stay this way. And we're going to give you the ticket out. We're going to let you detox. Typically, people lose about 25 pounds in
Yeah.
this 30 days.
Yes.
Everybody's different. Like you said last show, everybody's different, especially
Yes.
where you are in your journey. Some people lose 5. If you don't have that much to lose, some people lose slower. Some people lose faster. We had somebody lose 50 pounds last session. We lost over 500 pounds the last session that we ran. And so we typically do this in the spring and fall. But with World Carnivore Month being in January, We
How
can't how
can
can we not run a
how
challenge?
but it makes sense too.
It does.
It really
Yeah.
does. It's like, okay, people have been and sit on the couch and then they go to the gym. Like they
Right.
rip the Band-Aid off.
Rip
So
it off. Yeah.
let's do that
Uh-huh.
without being so painful.
Right.
It's not really painful, but it's been a while since I've first done carnivore.
It's a
So
lot.
it's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But you can
And
do it.
we teach you in this session. So we're going to have 4 live sessions with our clients. I'm getting ready to go into my studio after this. After in fact, I had my schedule flipped because I don't know what day it is from Christmas to New Year's. I'm like,
Right.
I don't know what day it is. So I was getting ready to go cut the workshop that I am
Uh-huh.
teaching for the session. I'm like, oh no, we got to go live
Hey,
instead.
remember that one time when we had coach's corner and I was
Remember?
waiting for you?
Remember?
Remember that?
So, yeah, so you get a live workshop, it will be live when I do it. You won't get it
Yeah.
live, but you'll have a workshop on, okay, this is what you do tomorrow. You're gonna get this in your email. It's gonna come to you. It's gonna say, Monica wants to talk to you. Okay.
Yeah.
This is what you're gonna do. This is how you're gonna do it. So you're gonna get the live the live workshop. You're gonna get the workshop, and then you're gonna get 4 live sessions with 2 coaches. So this is intense coaching.
Yeah.
I took $100 off of it. We teach this year round. If you want to do it one-on-one with us, we teach it year round for $199. I took $100 off. And then if you are in this show and this show alone, the coupon is going to work right now to get $10 off
Yeah.
of the challenge. So, um, yeah, you get coaching. You get 2 live coaches for
Mhm.
30 days. You get a meal plan. You get a recipe book. We had some people come together. We created a recipe book. So you'll get that. We teach you how to do it. A lot
Yeah.
of people do carnivore wrong. They
Yeah.
wrongly do it,
They
right?
do. They really do.
Uh,
I did it wrong the first time.
yeah, right.
Manda is right. She's like
She
more
is
people. Some
100% right.
people lose more inches than pounds, and that is
Hmm.
very true. So
Yeah.
we don't just go by pounds
No,
lost; we go by
no.
inches for sure.
And frankly, some of the benefits of carnivore outshine any kind of weight loss that you could think of. And you and I were talking, actually, you were talking. I was frantically putting our restream together, but I heard every word you said.
Did
But
you?
you were like, okay, in carnivore, we remove inflammation, we remove brain fog, we get rid of depression, all of those things. And I just rudely interrupted you and said, people don't care about that, Darce.
They
All they
don't
want to
care.
do, all they want to do is lose weight. Typically, that's right. I'm sorry. I say it how it is. People don't care that it removes inflammation, but some people do.
Well, the inflammation is the part of why they feel tight and swollen, all the
Exactly.
time, or their joints
Exactly.
hurt,
Or the
and
brain
why
fog.
or the brain fog. Your
Yeah.
gut and your brain are
Yeah.
connected. They go
Right.
hand in hand. Your gut is your second brain, and
Yeah.
so if you are healing your gut while you're on this, you're
Mhm.
also getting that mental clarity.
Mhm.
But yes, we do like to focus on weight loss because we
Yeah.
are instant society and we want to be that thin
Mhm.
person that we may have used
Mhm.
to been or may never have
Mhm.
been, and you want
Yeah.
the answers. That's why people are choosing the shot.
Right.
But I have converted most of my clients over to focusing on the metabolic health
Yeah.
versus just the weight loss. They're like, well, yeah, because I go in, we do check ins,
Mhm.
and they're like, yeah, this is where I am, but I really don't care about it. If I didn't lose a pound, I'm okay. I'm working on my
Uh-huh.
metabolic health.
Right.
And so for me, that's kind of why I had to do dairy free because of my autoimmune disease. I I had to do a lot of research on what that
Mhm.
was, but that put me at a rock bottom, like a
Yeah.
new rock bottom for me
Yeah.
of why do I and I think unfortunately I think coffee might be next.
Yeah.
That's like some
Nah.
vomit words.
Well, at least
But
clean
not
up your
yet.
coffee. At
I'm
least
gonna
clean it
clean
up.
Yes, I only drink organic, freshly ground
Yeah.
coffee. I need to drink less of it.
Yeah.
So that's more
Come
so
down
what I'm
easily out of
yeah.
that one.
I'm not gonna just like yeah. But when we focus on weight loss only, we
Yeah.
forget about the other
Truly.
non-scale victories, which is, when you are doing the
Uh-huh.
measurements,
Uh-huh.
that's the one that people kind of put behind them thinking, "Oh, well,
Yeah.
I'm not losing anything on the scale. I've only lost 4 pounds for
Mhm.
carnivore," but they are forgetting the other
So
major
true.
part, which is the inches. Like you're getting rid of the fat.
Yeah.
not just the water weight. You're getting
Right.
rid of the fat. And,
Yeah.
that's what's great about with low carb or
Mhm.
yeah, we're very low carb when it
Very.
comes to
0.
carnivore.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you're gonna lose weight, but you're
Yeah.
also going to have this mental clarity that, the sun may not be shining today because it's not
Mhm.
here, but you still feel like, "Oh, I can
Yeah.
still clean my house after the holidays. I
Yeah.
feel this energy. I don't wanna just be sucked into the couch."
Yeah. So
Um,
true.
yeah,
So true.
so
By the way, if you want to join our 30-day challenge, you can go to our website. I did drop the link in the comment section, but you can go to our website as well, kmhealthcoaching.org, and you can sign up right there. It'll take you right. There's even a free ice cream recipe in there,
ooh.
carnivore ice cream recipe at our website. So
Oh, they
hop
only
over
have
there.
half an hour?
Half hour. And I also, just for the kicks and giggles, I also just our
You
mother
did.
our mother
Yes.
loves, she loves to there's no words for her. She loves to make us, very angry, and I don't know if you watch the CS.
Remind us of why we do what we do.
Oh my gosh,
That's
I
what it
have
is.
never been so angry listening to them expose how doctors and pharmacies
Yeah.
and insurance managers steal money from your pocket. They
Yeah.
are drug dealers. They and there are some good doctors out there.
There
There's
are
some
good
good ones
doctors. There's probably
that
some
are
good
not drug.
insurance people out there
But
too.
if your doctor says you have high blood pressure, you have high whatever, gives you a diagnosis, gives you a pill and doesn't tell you to change your lifestyle, you go to a drug dealer. You do
Yep.
not go to a doctor, you
Right.
go to a drug dealer. So in the comment section, I posted an expose on how the insurance, it's not even the insurance, how this man, the CEO of this health insurance company, was killed. I was, like, very angry that people were happy about it. I'm like, "There's no we don't w we're not judge, jury here, and we're not. You don't kill
Right.
somebody."
No.
But he talks about what this man did as an insurance manager, how he it's criminal what they
Yeah.
do in insurance. It's
A little
criminal.
snippet, a little snippet. This is what I watched half of it. I didn't
Oh
watch
my.
all of it because it's like an hour and a half
Mhm.
long. But just a snippet.
Link is in the comments.
We talked about the weight loss shot being maybe say $1,300 or something
Mhm.
like that. And there's like a middleman that gets
Mhm.
a 30% of that money
Yeah.
that you're paying for that shot. They
Yeah.
get it for their own income.
Yeah. It's
And
not even an
then
insurance
it's not
company. It's a
no.
it's what do you
It's a
call that?
side
A
man.
Ponzi scheme?
Um,
Like, I don't know all the
whomever
criminal terms,
whomever
but
sells it or,
it's
the
called an insurance
salesman.
manager.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, they get 30% of that money that is not even
Oh, yeah.
like, that's not how much it make or how much it costs to make that shot. So, if you think
Yeah.
about how much oh my
Yeah.
words are hard today.
Because I'm mad. I'm mad. It's
Because
hard to talk when you're mad.
but anyway, that was just a little snippet
Yeah,
of,
and then they
like
go to your employer and say, "Oh, this person used this that took, say took $1,000 for this medication." No, they didn't. The insurance manager took that. They did
yeah,
not. And so they up your insurance for your
yeah.
up your employer's insurance.
So,
Anyway, I've dropped the link in there if you want to follow along. And again, if you have a doctor who says you have
yeah.
high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, and does not mention diet, you have a drug dealer. You do not have a doctor. And it's
What if
time
you
we
have a
take it back.
doctor that tells you that you're fine and you're on the brink
Yes.
of a heart attack?
Yes. You're fine.
And
Everything's
you're
fine.
fine. You don't need to change anything. What? That happened. I'm not
Oh,
gonna mention, but that happened.
oh. Yeah.
Livid.
Livid.
Just livid.
Take your health into your own hands, everyone. Take it into
Empower
your own hands.
yourself.
Empower yourself. This is why doctors are livid right now over the carnivore month. That is why they are angry and they're telling other people, don't do that. You're going to have a heart attack because they're going to lose their drugs. Because
Yeah.
people are coming off of their drugs because they're healing their own bodies. They won't need the medical system anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
You know,
It's just angry.
the word imposter syndrome
Mhm.
keeps popping up into my brain. And it's not because I have imposter syndrome, but I think it's because of these medical people that have been to school, educate themselves via books, have
Mhm.
experience, and then make everybody else feel like if they empower their own health and have it in their hands,
Mhm.
then they are the ones that have the
Right.
imposter syndrome
It's
because they are
that's
not.
called gaslighting.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that word? Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that word very
It's
well.
gaslighting. They make you
So
think something else
yeah,
is
and
true.
they make you feel like you're an
You're
idiot
the bad
when you
guy.
go to them saying, "Hey,
Mhm.
I've been carnivore, I've been keto, I've been eating whole foods, and you're telling me that my blood panels are still off, and yet you're wanting me to eat more
Mhm.
carbs then because
Mhm.
my blood panels are low fat."
Yeah.
So,
If you
anyway,
have a doctor who says you have diabetes and tells you to eat oatmeal, you have a drug dealer.
yeah,
Tells you to eat sugar, you have a drug dealer. You've got somebody who they want you to be hooked on drugs for the rest of your
yeah.
life. Period. You
Somebody
can
who
take it
eats
back.
whole foods, they wanna put on statins.
Exactly. You got a
There's
drug
something
dealer.
wrong with that.
This is the year we take our health back. I am
Yeah,
convinced of it. There
yeah,
is no better year to take your health into your own hands and say, nope, thank you. I've got this.
yeah.
There's
The
no better
blinds are
time to do
being
that.
the
Yeah.
blinds are gonna be raised on people's eyeballs,
Yeah.
and they're not gonna be able to go through a grocery aisle and think that everything is healthy
Yeah.
and okay.
You want to hear a confession I have to make?
What's your confession?
So
On
we're
live.
renovating on live. Those are really scary
Those are great.
confessions on live. We're renovating, right? And I'm exhausted. I am full of drywall dust. My husband and I were at Menards. We were getting some last minute shiplap. I don't know. We had a lot on our plate. We were exhausted. Both of us were tired, and we were at Walmart. Somehow we ended up in Walmart, and I'm like, let's just go down the pizza aisle and get a cauliflower crust pizza. Let's just, I'm not even going to look at the ingredients. I'm at my weight loss goal. It's not going to be the end of the world.
It's just one day.
One day, cauliflower crust is okay, right?
Yeah.
Well, I turned this thing over. That was my mistake, or what saved me. I turned this box over. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
People think that they're eating healthy. There was wheat gluten. There was chemicals. The ingredients list was this long. And I had told Brian, I'm like, you know what? I know it's bad. I know it's not great. I know, but let's just hurry up. We were exhausted. It was probably 10:30 at night. We were just done. I turned it over and I'm like, I can't unsee this stuff anymore. The poison and the seed oils in that it was like 3 or 4 different kinds of seed oils.
Yeah.
And it was called cauliflower or something like
Power. Yeah,
something
cauliflower. Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah.
People think this is healthy.
Yeah. It's just like the veggie straws. They think that that's healthy, but there's no vegetable in that.
No.
There's no vegetable
No. I
in
dramatically
veggie straws.
slammed it back into the freezer, and he and I ended up over in the steak aisle, and I'm like 3 minutes in the air fryer, the steaks are
Boom.
done. I couldn't
And it's
do it. I
healthier.
can't
Yeah.
unsee this stuff.
You
I'm
could have had
tired.
hot dogs and it would have been better.
Hot dogs would have been better. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is your year.
This is.
2025 is your year. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired and you're not going to take the drug route, you want to get whole body healing, you want to lose weight, you want the inflammation gone, you want to reverse your diabetes. This is your year.
Yeah. But nothing changes if nothing changes. So you can want the
Literally.
change,
Yeah. Yeah.
but if you don't do it, it's
You got
like
to
the
make
Nike
changes.
symbol
You
or
got to
what is that
yeah.
motto?
You got to
Just
just
do
do
it.
it. Just do it.
If you want it, just do it.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. It There's no better time because number one, the country, the world is looking at health with
Yeah.
RFK
Yeah.
inauguration about to happen. We're about to see some massive changes, and hopefully some of them will be, outlawed.
Yeah.
These red dyes and these
And
things.
listen,
Hopefully,
people, can I just, before we move on another step, can I just say the dramatics of losing these red dyes
oh my
needs to
word!
really stop?
Oh, it is.
Because here's the thing.
Oh,
There's other countries that have the same exact things like Pop Tarts,
hmm
and they don't have the red dyes in it.
no
And they're
fruit juice.
able Fruit Loops, they don't have it doesn't mean that they're going away. So
Right,
stop grieving
right.
and being so dramatic over losing the red dyes. We're actually going to have mental clarity and
Yeah.
be able to focus. This world has been hyper focused on how we have ADD and have
Mhm.
ADHD and
Can't figure out
how
why.
we can't figure out why we have all these brain issues. But when they're trying to take the very thing away, and ban
Yeah,
because of that, like then you're all are having tantrums.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're never
Well,
gonna
you know
have the
me,
Christmas cakes ever again.
I know. Yeah, those little Debbie's. Oh my
That's the one
gosh,
thing
y'all.
that comes to my mind
I
the
know.
most
Oh,
is
it's all
like,
over my TikTok feed.
yeah,
People just, like, angry about little Debbie's going away.
they're not going away. They're changing the ingredients for the
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Unless it's completely made up of chemicals and they don't know how to
Mhm.
replace it,
Yeah.
then
Well,
that
and
product might go away.
a lot of them really are. You look at
I
it and you
mean,
don't
they've
see
yeah,
a human food in there,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
If you gotta do hard things. You
yeah.
gotta do hard things. Now, a lot of people are like, "Monica, I couldn't eat meat the rest of my life." And you're right, I can't either. Now, Darcy can. She's on day 130,
129,
129. There
almost.
are some people, and I give a statistic when I do my workshops. I give a statistic that 40% of our group will will drop out.
Yeah.
They're proving me wrong on that. We had 72% completely finish the last 30 days. Over 500 pounds lost. I
It's
mean, so
doable.
they're completely, and that it's doable because you're full.
Mhm.
You're not hungry. You're not running to the kitchen. You're happy because your brain is like swimming in serotonin, and your gut is doing what it's supposed to do. That's the brain of your body. Your gut's finally doing what it's supposed to do. And, you know, it is the best time for you.
Yeah.
So, if you're a New Year's resolution person, and I love New Year's resolutions, a lot of people
It's a new
really,
thing
yeah,
for
I
me.
love it. I
Yeah.
love it
It's a
because
new start.
everybody needs one.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a first day. This is a great way to do it. Rip the band-aid off. Start, create a blank slate in your body. And
Yeah.
then at the end of 30 days, you decide, what do you want to do? Do you want to bring in some veg? Do you want to bring in some keto treats? What do you want to do? It's just the perfect time for this. So we will be taking away our spring carnivore challenge. So if you're waiting for spring, don't wait
We
because
might
we're
have
going
a
to take that
summer
away.
one. Just kidding.
It's
We
a
might
lot of
not.
work.
It's a lot.
You get full coaching when you're in this
It is.
challenge.
It
So
is.
Darcy's speaking for herself on that one.
You can always do one-on-one carnivore because
You
we are
can.
now officially certified.
Yes.
What is accredited?
Mhm.
There's
Well,
not
we're
very many.
certified. Our coaching program is accredited.
Oh yes,
So, yeah. So, by
like
the
we.
way, if you change your life, and I see somebody in our chats right now who has taken her health back, perhaps maybe you want to become a coach because there's a lot of people out there
Yeah.
who are going to change their life.
Yes.
And yeah,
We
so we are
we
our
need more
coaching
people.
program.
We
We
need
have a
more people to empower
yeah.
people.
We have a keto certification, we have a carnivore, and we have a bonus double certification. So those things are
And in my opinion, I
mhm.
feel like you might as well just do the double certification
Yeah,
because they go
yeah.
hand in hand. The more tools, the
More
merrier, right?
tools you have for your clients, the better. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish I would have had carnivore, and we're not carnivore coaches. We believe in whole foods, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so we start tomorrow, 6 a.m. The
Tomorrow.
first email launches. The workshop will be available at 6 a.m. And then on next Tuesday, we're going to meet every Tuesday for 4 sessions with our session. We're going to touch base. We're going to coach you through if you're having any struggles, and we're going to start tomorrow.
Yeah.
Again, if you're watching this live, you get a coupon code for $10 off. So I'm plopping that.
You may not think that it's much, but it is.
It is a lot.
It is a
It
lot.
is.
But
Anything else
no.
on your mind, coach?
Well, here's a random. Because I've been carnivore and I have gone dairy free. And for those that may not know my story, I went carnivore. We went or May?
Mhm.
When was the first carnivore? Sorry, I just sniffled in the
Mm.
microphone.
I
Was that
don't
April?
It was, yeah.
So
Yeah.
April is when Coach Monica came back from a vacation that she was supposed to be
I
vacationing
need to
and
go on
not
another vacation.
doing things, but she decided to do things. And she decided, oh, we're going to do carnivore now. Cool. I've been meaning to do that. So anyway, what happened to me when I did that was my psoriasis flared up and I started losing my hair. I was not like that was the only thing that went different for me.
Uh-huh.
So then I decided to risk it again and do it again, but cancel out dairy
Uh-huh.
per Dr. Barry saying that, carnivore minus dairy and
Yeah.
boom. Well, all my life I've had terrible skin. Just terrible. This is something so simple and so petty, but I have like a soft elbow now. Like there's some
That's
people
always nice.
may n- relate to this where
Uh-huh.
you feel like you have like these bumps right here, these hard bumps,
Yeah.
thinking that was just natural because my skin was terrible.
Mhm.
But now like I actually have smooth elbows.
Smooth elbows.
No psoriasis on my head, except a tiny little patch that's still there. Um,
We've
and
gotten used to being sick.
yeah,
We've gotten used to
that's
the
the
aches
thing.
and the pains, and when
We
you're not
thought,
sick and when you have smooth skin and things are working the way they're supposed to, you feel odd.
I would always this is another weird thing. This is what happens when you have something, wrong with you that other people don't, and
Mhm.
you are like, when you maybe touch somebody's arm and it's so
Yeah.
smooth, like, are arms
"Oh, I
supposed to
wish I
feel
had."
like that? Like,
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
what do you do? They're, "I just put lotion on." Like,
Right.
lotion did
No.
that to your skin?
Mhm.
But actually, I have not had cystic, acne except for
Mhm.
this. I had a
Yeah.
dermaplaning, the other day. I think this is what caused it.
Ah.
That's been the only zit on my face for a very long time. I used to have cystic acne,
Oh, wow.
um, and they would just stay. They'd come and the hormones would make them flare up, and
Yeah.
haven't had that for a long
Isn't it
time.
cool to be free
I
from
know. I didn't
and
know
you
that.
did it. You did it. You didn't need any medication
No.
for it. You just did it. You did the hard
I'd
things.
have people say, "You should go to a dermatologist," and have them like, what are they gonna tell me? They're gonna
Mhm.
tell me to put a
Yeah.
hormone cream on,
Yeah.
or, like, what are they gonna tell me?
Right.
But
Exactly.
I cleared it up, I empowered the point of all this is because of carnivore, because
Mhm.
uh, of reducing certain things that I was
Mhm.
eating a lot of, and I was eating a lot of dairy,
Yeah.
um, and I've completely just nixed it,
Yeah.
for myself. You can empower yourself. I've
Yeah.
empowered myself in the fact that I have cleared up a lot of skin issues that I thought I normalized it,
Mhm.
and I'm just blown away. People
Yeah.
think that it's about the weight loss.
Right.
For me, that's why I was
Right.
like thinking about all of these things, like the mental clarity, hormone balance, chronic
Mhm.
inflammation,
Yeah.
weight stalls. Like I was in a weight stall.
Mhm.
I was not moving my weight
Yeah. I
until I
remember
went
that.
carnivore.
Man, what was it last
It
summer?
was a whole year.
We went through a really bad season
Yeah.
last summer.
Yeah. And then for my autoimmune disease,
Mhm.
and then what empowered me though the most is I was able to then dive in deeper of like, what is psoriasis and what
Mhm.
does it do? And then
Yeah.
I'm connecting what psoriasis is
Mhm.
to other things going on in your body
Connected.
and connecting those things, and
Yeah.
why is my body feel like it's constantly being attacked?
Yeah.
Well, the thing that was there was a phrase of, we all have genetic issues. It's what we put in our mouth that feeds those
Mhm.
genetic issues.
Yeah.
And that's exactly like, we're all different.
Mhm.
And
Well,
this is
and the 90% of the gut is where our serotonin comes from.
yeah. Yeah.
The mental health aspect alone, I mean, all of these things, we could literally open a 12-month class on what each one of these things does. But man, the
Yeah.
mental health side of things, brain energy, when you get that book from Dr. Chris Palmer, we should not have mental illness like we
No, we
do.
should not. That is
And
it's scary.
it's coming from 90% of your serotonin, the feel good, the okay, everything's okay hormone is made in your gut.
Yeah.
If you are abusing your gut and you're poisoning your gut, no wonder our mental health system is out of control.
Yeah.
No wonder. You know.
I was speaking of that, I was I had I did my notes. They're really tiny print.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to know more about what MTHFR was. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
people go around saying that and acting like, "Oh, I know what that is."
Mhm.
But when you go dive deeper into it, it's like you have to be like
Mhm.
a scientist to kind of know what these things are.
Mhm.
So as I was diving into it, 50%, I think somebody said 50%, another person said 43% of us Americans have this genes.
Mhm.
I'm sure there's more people in the world that have this genetic mutation. It's a genetic mutation.
Mhm.
There's some people that have both sides and two both copies, mutant copies, and another person just has one mutant copy of what this is. But it's initially affects our mental
Mhm.
state and
Right.
our hormones from our gut to our brain. So there's something that and 50% is a lot.
That's a lot.
And
Yeah.
it that's where I got the whole, it depends on what you put in your mouth. Like, we
Right.
all might have this genetic, mutation, 50% of us, but it depends on what we put in our mouth
Yeah.
that will flare it up,
Yeah.
or what we don't put in our mouth. Like, I know that vitamin B9 is
Mhm.
essential for that. So if we're not putting that vitamin and mineral in our bodies, which majority of what we are consuming is nutrient deficient,
Mhm.
dense. It's nutrient dense is the majority of what we put in our mouths in the American standard diet. Um, no wonder why we're having issues with our mental.
Right. But it
Um,
takes work. It takes time to research because we have just outsourced this information to our doctors.
yeah,
We've just outsourced all of this and put our entire lives in these people's hands who may or may not have our best interest in heart, who may or may not be being paid. What did he call them in that link that I rebates? They called them
rebate.
rebates. This is the kickback that you get from big pharma and from these managers, right? So we have outsourced our health instead of doing what Darcy did yesterday and say, I have heard this MTHFR. I thought it was a cuss word. It's not. It's a massive, important thing in your body. You can't metabolize your
Really
hormone.
is.
It's just, you know,
Yeah.
she said, "Okay, I'm gonna go down this rabbit hole. I'm gonna research it myself." And then when
Yes.
you do that, you put power in your hands.
That is what I
While you're
did.
researching it, join us and let's do this thing for 30 days.
Yeah,
Let's just rip
absolutely.
everything away, rip all of those poisons, all of those toxins. Let's rip them away.
Yep.
What's the
Next
worst?
30 days.
What is the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen
You might have an
is,
oxalate dump.
yeah. Or I was gonna say there might not be enough cows.
Oh, I'm
No,
sure.
but an
Yeah,
oxalate, yeah, oxalate dumping is real. I'm gonna talk about it in
it's
our
real.
workshop in a few
Yeah.
minutes. It's real.
Yep.
You're gonna feel yucky for a little bit, but then on
Yeah.
the other side of it, you're gonna feel amazing. So,
You know what? So one other thing you mentioned like that fear that doctors instill in you. Like
mhm.
after I got my blood panels done, that is the initial. I
Oh
was
yeah,
fearful for my life, thinking I've been eating so healthy and clean, and what the heck? You're
yeah.
just telling me that you're just going to put me on medication
That
because of
causes
something. But
Alzheimer's.
I could have sat in that stink of
Mhm.
feeling like I was a failure or that I was going to die,
Right.
or I put the empower it in my own hands and I did the
Mhm.
research. That's what
Yeah.
they are hoping that you don't
They
do.
hope you don't do that.
They hope that
Mhm.
they might maybe take your advice of eating more carbs and vegetables and fruits, which will spike your insulin and glucose. That's
Mhm.
one of the problems. But
Yeah.
they also don't want you to do the research. They don't want
Right.
you to ask the whys.
Right.
They don't want you to step outside of your comfort zone and try to
Mhm.
understand what your body is
Yeah.
doing. So that's exactly why I get
Yeah.
curious. That's why I
Get
help
curious.
empower my clients of get
Mhm.
curious. If this is what I'm not going to just teach you this stuff so that you
Yeah.
can live this lifestyle and live it blindly. I want
Mhm.
you to ask the questions. Well, why
Yeah.
is this doing to this to my body?
Yeah.
Or why is this making me have mental clarity?
Mhm.
So I like
Yeah.
to do that in my
Thomas
coaching session.
Jefferson
Yeah.
questioned even the existence of God.
Yeah.
And there's a long quote there, but that is so true. Question.
Yeah.
Why are you feeling this way?
Yeah.
And you may run down a path that, oh gosh, I got to tweak this. That's okay too.
Mhm.
So it's time. It's time to get your health back together. We are so thankful for all of our listeners. We want to say thank you
Yeah.
for being who you are, for supporting us throughout this year, for pushing us. You know, when you have a program, sometimes it's really hard to get out of the box and do crazy things. You got to protect your company. You got to protect, but you have encouraged us to get out of the box and talk about the hard things.
Yeah.
You've encouraged us not to be in the popular box. There's a lot of coaching out there that is in the popular box of you can eat anything you want, you can do whatever you want, you don't have to do hard things. There's a lot of that coaching that I'd love to be that coach. They're loved, right?
They are.
But you've encouraged us to speak truth, and we want to thank you for this year. We want to thank you for everything you've done for us. We are going to double our impact next year. We're going to dig down. A lot of people are like really discouraged right now. Like, hey, there's this weight loss shot that's magically, magically removing fat and magically doing all of the things and might as well give up. We're not going to do that. We believe in this lifestyle. We want you to keep the weight off. We want you to be successful. And there's so many people out there who are just like, you know what? Let it be. Big pharma, they own the country. Let it be. We're not doing that. We're not going anywhere. We're going to double down. We're going to walk alongside of you. We're going to help you through it. We're going to help you out of the pit. So we got a lot planned for 2025.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Including a potential conference. Yeah. So there we go. That's how I announce things to my staff.
I love it. It's my favorite.
Too funny.
What's going to happen when you have more coaches?
Yeah.
Oh, they've got to be ready.
You got to be ready. Again, you've got about 30 more seconds to go grab that coupon. I dropped the link in the comments. And then we're going to see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
Yep.
World Carnivore Challenge.
Whoop, whoop.
Month of January
2025.
We love you all so much. Make big goals this year.
Yes.
Don't take the
them.
easy way.
Keep them.
Don't take the easy way. The easy way won't get you to your goals. The hard way with grit and a lot of hard work, that does. So
for sure.
Go grab your coupon. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Hey, it's Coach Monica here. Guess what? If you're fed up with feeling stuck in your battle with weight or food, I've got something just for you. Check out our free Facebook groups. Over at Food Addiction and Recovery, I'm over there waiting for you. We're going to walk this journey together. It's about getting real, sharing our stories, and lifting each other up. We're in this together every step of the way. And if you're curious about changing your life with keto, the Weight Loss Project is where you want to be. Coach Darcy is amazing. And together, we're not just talking about losing weight. We're talking about finding a happier, healthier you. So, what do you say? Are you ready to join us? The links are in the show notes below, and I'm telling you, this is more than an invite. It is the start of something great.